but T1 would have no way to reliably engage onto their opposition. They could have relied on the fact that
like someone who hasn't seen Faker's seismic shoves this tournament.
Okay. My point is, though, that by bringing out the Leona, they at the very least have ways to start fights on their footing.
Is hovering around down this area. So 100 Thieves, they feel confident pushing up, but up in the top side, it's Doran and Owner looking for the dive on the big Dokes, and it's first blood over to T1.
Now that is what a clean dive looks like. No wasted movements from T1. An easy first blood secure.
And now with Doran forcing those summoner spells in the bottom lane, chunking both of the enemy laners down to half HP, this is a free ticket for T1 to secure a very early first Drake. It's still a minute and a half until the grubs are around, so it's not like they're punished for overloading the bottom side of the map. Really good early game from T1.
Don't think that Doka can really do much about it realistically.
Well, we'll see. Right now, he wants to step forward, try to clear out some of that wave a little bit, but Doran immediately popping the Dominus as Owner's ready to try to show up. Dives in with the audacious charge. Public execution from Dokla. Owner's going to die to the turret shot. Dokla stays alive for now. Doran's going to try to pick this one up a little bit, but Doran's going to die as well. Big Dokes! 2 for 1 in the top lane.
I'm sorry for doubting you, Dokla. Bollywood Bin in the top lane takes him down. Forces Doran to use the ulti early, but Faker is going to get solo killed by Quid. 100 Thieves are coming to life.
I hope we get a replay of that one. I gotta see how Quid found this. 100 Thieves.
Dokla has his Eclipse done now, so now he's the one in the driver's seat. Ayla's up here. Doran could be the one getting dove.
They want to give Doran a taste of his own medicine. Ayla's going to lead the charge. He makes the dive for the headbutt pull. The flash coming out from Doran, but the exhaust ready to follow, and 100 Thieves make boots out of that crocodile. They find the dive up here in the top lane. It costs them the Drake as T1 are going to secure their second one of those.
Kills him with the Kingslayer. Faker responds on the flash, but Faker's caught out again.
Faker in a bad spot here with the river. Ayla and Quid trying to chase him down and secure it. Quid gets another one. The Silas running the show for the mid lane. Now up here in the top side, we're going to get yet another trade. Stridebreaker now completed for Doran, but again, that Eclipse from Dokla is so strong. River coming in for the Cyclone. Keria wants to save his top laner, but it's too little. It's too late. 100 Thieves lead the game 6-2.
Right, because yes, you're in a pretty good spot, but T1 did get 2 early dragons. They're about to take the first tower here as well. And this next dragon is going to mean so much for the game. If T1 get it, move to Soul Point, it is going to be so tough, I think, to play out the game from there for 100 Thieves.
I think the Rift Tower is really important for 100 Thieves, though, because when I think about playing into Talia with Silas, that siege is not the strongest. We talked a lot about in draft how relatively short range on the side of 100 Thieves. You really have to get into the face of your opposition, and this Herald should really help open up that mid lane tower, which once that is gone...
Okay, nice little bit of poke coming out from FBI. TP coming in. Rift Herald summoned up. Looks like we might get a Combat Herald on this one as the Weaver's Wall. Nice use there from Faker. River still looking for the opportunity to try to go in and steal. Quid off on the bottom side. Rest 100 Thieves going in after the Drake. They're going to steal it away. Keria about to die to Quid. He falls. Quid takes the kill as the rest of T1 scrambles to try to fight. Solar Flare's not going to find much. Owner takes more damage from FBI. Faker looks to fire back, and FBI's going to be caught by the seismic shove. Owner takes the kill on that one. 100 Thieves in full retreat. Doran on the chase, but he's already lost the Dominus. Stridebreaker on Ayla. Owner goes in for a double kill. T1 take the fight, and they aren't done yet. Quid tries to escape. Owner wants to win, becomes lightning, but he can't quite make it strike. He jumps in anyway as Quid wants to sidestep the seismic shove, but he's still taking a ton of damage. 100 Thieves has overstayed their welcome, and Quid cannot use his Kingslayer in time. T1 may lose the Drake, but they'll take 3 kills. They'll take the mid lane turret, and they'll take the lead.
And it all came down to FBI not flashing the seismic shove. T1 is a team that is not afraid of just starting the Otacon, forcing your hand. Quid is just going to let the tower die to deny the local gold here, realizing that's probably not going to be defensible for long anyway.
Immediately deciding they want the objective. They've already got it down to 1/3 HP. I think 100 Thieves might be a little bit late to the party. Nice Weaver's Wall coming out from Faker. River wants to go in and try to steal it away.
He got it!
100 Thieves steal the objective, but what about the fight? T1's already taken out the enemy jungler. Ayla might be next to fall. Gumayushi gets the kill, and Dokla's next on the chopping block. T1, they lose the objective, but again, they get 3 kills instead.
Yes, you do get the Otacon. It stops it from being a total disaster, but Quid is going to have to back off, and that means it is now a 3.7k gold lead with it that tier 2 taken.
Quid stealing away the Dominus, wants to use it aggressively here. Doran Doran and Gymnasium just going to step away. As soon as the abduct does not hit, Doran and Gymnasium know they are safe. T1, 2-1 in Drake so far. Dragon down to half HP. 100 Thieves on the approach. The Weaver's wall has been separated. Quid in the middle of everybody. Zinjao LT stolen. Quid going to be focused here for now, but he's still staying alive in the moment. Carrier taken down to about nothing. Dokla! The back line. He wants Gymnasium, but he can't find him. FBI's under pressure, but he stays alive as well. Both top laners out of the picture. Dragon, 3k HP. Redemption coming in for 100 Thieves as Owner tries to jump forward. Now he's going to be your target. River's next to fall. The Drake goes over to T1. Quid jumps back over the wall. He wants the abduct, and he's lucky he didn't get it. Owner at 1 HP. A double kill of Gymnasium. A piercing arrow over the wall from FBI. There are dead bodies in both jerseys all over the Dragon Pit. And now Faker is looking for more. He wants another rock here onto FBI. Onto Ayla. His seismic shove will not hit. Gymnasium coming around to try to help him. Ayla's next to fall. It's a 4 for 2 plus Drake for T1.
Got Gumalo, got the barrier out. But they need that assistance. It can't be a solo mission from Dokla. Ayla's looking for an engage.
Yeah, Ayla knocks Owner up into the air. Defensive Zinjao ulti to keep Owner protected. Dokla dives in for the public execution. Owner's going to take a ton of burst, and he drops first. Carry is next to go if he's not careful. Doran's to the back of 100 Thieves, and they scramble defensively. Doran's next to Baron.
They go Baron!
The line on T1 is down as Baron spawns onto Summoner's Rift. 100 Thieves have 5v3, and T1 wants nothing to do with Baron.
Getting closer and closer to level 16. The standing gold of this mid-tier 1, the bot tier 1, these towers are up for grabs. 100 Thieves are not down and out just yet.
That was a
that was not the fight they wanted.
Got a little bit too excited, but hey, they're still going to force T1 back. They're still going to take the tier 1 turret down here in the bottom lane.
That top lane though, Doran pushed it in extremely deep. Someone from 100 Thieves needs to go and catch it, as Guma is yet to die in this game. This Corki is a monstrous Quid. He face checks.
Yeah, Quid face checking right into the brush. He's going to get punished here. Remember, he still has the arm guard with the chain CC. Quid's alive, but only at 50 health. The Silas is the target, and T1 has already found him. Carry is going to be focused down by 100 Thieves. Gymnasium under pressure from River, but T1's already found a double for Owner. Gymnasium low. Dokla needs to get the kill, and he finds Gymnasium. Dokla flashes back over the wall. Faker wants to take him out, but he doesn't have the damage. FBI gets a double as Owner falls. Beautiful play from Dokla to salvage the fight. Quid gets caught, pathing through the jungle, making sure he stays safe. But the mission is accomplished. Soul is averted. 100 Thieves keeping the game so close.
It was supposed to be a disastrous fight for 100 Thieves.
And T1 not wanting to let another one of these slip away. Dokla finally going to secure that tier 1 turret up there in the top side. Bring this gold back to almost exactly even after 31 minutes of play. Needs to try to approach this. The Baron is dropping again, down to half HP already. Owner over the wall. River has been winning the smite fights here so far in this game. 100 Thieves looking to peel away now as Ayla charges in for the headbutt pull, but it's not going to connect. Ayla now going to be the target here with Redemption coming down, but Carry is first to die. 100 Thieves already have the first kill. River's going to the back line. He wants Faker and Guma. T1's killed River, but what about the rest of the fight? Quid into the back. Faker staying alive, trying to kite him out. Dokla with a little bit more damage, but he's down. 100 Thieves overstep, and T1 have been the best team in the world so many years for exactly this reason.
100 Thieves thought they had their moment, and T1 just turned it around on them. Look at this engage from them. They're able to go in. The flash from Guma to avoid the combo from Ayla, but
Baron is secured. The Soul will be secured. And just like that,
that's the game.
T1 will snuff out the hopes of 100 Thieves.
Exactly. You look at the point where a game breaks when you're looking back as T1 have their next wave ready to push bottom lane. Faker going to use the Weaver's Wall to guarantee that this outer barrier goes down. Now the inhibitor exposed here in the bottom lane. Quid stealing away the Zinjao ulti yet again. Wants to have that defensive capability here in what could be the last team fight of the game. 100 Thieves thinking about their moment. River has a Guardian Angel of his own. T1, they'll take the turret, but the inhib still stands and they back away at least for the next minion wave. 25 seconds remaining on the Baron, and Carry is heading home. So they'll feel okay about that one, but again, it's nothing that's going to change the game. Quid goes into the middle of everybody. He's shielded up with his Zinjao ulti. Into the back. Dokla! Carry is under threat, but Dokla doesn't have the damage. He's going to be knocked into the resurrection here for the Guardian Angel. Quid has to keep making a little bit more space as Dokla tries to retreat. Gymnasium goes in, and Dokla is down. T1 managed to survive the dive. They outplay 100 Thieves, and Elder Dragon is about to be their target. Okay, Quid steals Dominus yet again. Elder Dragon targeted by T1. They've got a 5v4. Quid only at 40% HP. Ayla focused down. He's dead immediately. T1 have their first kill. Quid wants to take care of it, but it's not going to matter because Doran's already killed FBI. T1 on the victory push. Doran goes over the wall and Quid has to flash away from Solar Flare. River and Quid in full retreat. T1 in hot pursuit. River trying to juke with a bit of a clone prank, but it's not going to work well enough. Quid is already dead. Faker has cut off River's escape. It will not matter that he has Guardian Angel because the Angels are not listening. T1 will stop 100 Thieves' chances dead in their tracks. It's a 5-0 delayed ace. Dokla's back to life, but the inhibitor is first to fall, and it's only a sign of things immediately to come. The Nexus turrets will melt. 100 Thieves fought hard, but T1 is T1, and they are not gonna fall in this first game. 24-16, they'll take game one.
This is going to be River's last year in the LCS/LTA because he will be going to serve his mandatory military service. So yeah,
That's a different question here because Faker obviously still building a pretty nice edge thus far. Ayla, yeah, maybe could have engaged, but it wouldn't have mattered because no one is in range. And FBI taking a very bad end of a trade there against Doran, but both are low. And because Doran is weak-sided, he's the one that's going to have to back off, not knowing where River is.
All right, we still don't have any crazy action here early with this split map situation like you were talking about. And remember, we mentioned it a little bit in the draft, but this is truly the final heist for 100 Thieves. It's not just the end of Worlds once this team is out of the competition. It is the end of the organization in League of Legends. They already confirmed back at the start of this year that they would be exiting League of Legends after the 2025 season was complete. They've gone on an incredible run so far throughout the summer split to even make it to this point. And now up against T1, who are now one game away from eliminating them, 100 Thieves will be put to the test.
And by all means, they have been tested at this World Championship. What a last hurrah for the organization, is they've not had an easy schedule by any means.
No.
They have only played so many difficult opponents here at the World Championship.
Only LPL and LCK.
Yeah, and to round out their tournament, potentially, they can still win out this series, but to go up against DT1,
comes in to just create space. 100 Thieves showed us last game that they are willing to play aggressive, that they will not be intimidated by the fact that they are playing up against T1. And with this type of composition, you need to have that mentality. My eyes are locked onto River on this Pantheon. You've got point and click stuns.
Yeah, Dokla's still holding onto his TP though, and Guma is top, so there is a potential for a 5v4 if they want to try to go for it, but of course, they are too late. But early smite, the
River
steal!
stolen away with a crash down coming in from Ayla. 100 Thieves are thinking about a fight, but Faker's already level 6. Ayla with a flash away. River stepping forward here with a shield, with a heroic entrance, forces another flash, this time from River. 100 Thieves, yes, they overstay. Yes, it costs their summoners, but a heroic Comet Spear from River. I love the guy in the audience who's literally doing Pepe hands as his reaction, as T1 are going to be a little bit disappointed with that, as now River shows up in the mid lane with the Grand Starfall. Point and click there for the stun, and it's first blood over to Quid. This is what 100 Thieves wanted when they drafted Akali.
as Doran with that small XP lead, level 7, and T1 should uncontested secure these grubs.
Exactly.
Only cost is going to be a few minions in bot lane, but 3 grubs for T1. They're going to be really happy about that, especially because
has total control over the area. They already
that's
lost
also
the
true.
first Drake, but they started it up, remember, so early. So second Drake of the game, down before 12 minutes, 1-to-1 in Drake count, thanks to the earlier 100 Thieves steal. He does not want to use that. They know that Quid still has the ultimate, so he could get away defensively just with that. Comet Spear and the rest of the ulti coming in now as the Grand Starfall sets it up. Carry is knocked down. 100 Thieves, they find themselves a free kill.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's going to be really difficult. Ayla's trying to wrap around here on Owner, make sure that he can't actually walk up for any chance at a steal. But T1 can just play mid. They're just going to actually knock down this tower here. So yes, they will lose the Herald, but here comes River.
River jumps in, Gumayushi immediately into the ulti. River tries to follow him, but the hero's entrance locks up the enemy jungler. And T1 takes the first turret. They take a kill, and now Quid is trying to come in to take revenge. Owner is your first target. He's down to 200 HP. He tries to get away with a perfect execution, lives up to the name. Quid gets it done. Nicely played there from 100 Thieves to respond to the nice play that T1 started with.
So they invest their resources into mid,
They're
but
gonna
now TP top lane.
Faker in a little bit of danger here. Equalizer to slow him down as he tries to escape. Dokla's got to be careful chasing after this. Quid has no ulti on the Akali. Faker trying to make his way all the way out. A beautiful shockwave. Dokla's down to make it a 1-for-1, but 100 Thieves still get him.
That top lane tier 1 is almost knocked down as well. The goal very slightly in the favor of T1 here, but 100 Thieves keeping it close.
The next objective is going to determine the feats of strength, but unlike last time, 100 Thieves are not in a position to contest this dragon. They will concede it. T1 will secure the upgraded boots as River looks to try and cross-map, stealing away camps on the top sides.
It really doesn't add a whole lot of power, but it's the ability to upgrade the boot an additional time after the first two big items are completed. Killer Instinct from FBI. Pop Blossom to follow it up here. Keria on the defense as Ayla wanted to use the Magnet Storm, and they do secure the kill on Keria, but now Doran jumps into the middle of everybody. He gets one back onto Ayla. Support for support as the Galio goes up into the air and gets away. Faker wants to throw the ball forward. 100 Thieves disengaging. Another 1-for-1.
Against an Orianna, maybe they want to use this Herald to guarantee this mid tower. Doran, though, doesn't have his flash.
Nice. They stun him up with a Shattering Strike, and then they try to block the exit here for the Justice Punch. Doran cannot use it to get away because he would have to dash back first. So a nice shutdown goes over to 100 Thieves.
No TP on Faker.
As Otacon spawns. T1 now in a 4v5 for the next 30 seconds. There is also no teleport on Doran once he respawns. He will have the hero's entrance if he needs it. The Herald is summoned up here in the bottom lane. A Herald charge alone will not kill the tier 1 turret, and Quid is still making his way over to the battlefield. T1 stabilizing for now as the Herald is shot down. Does spawn. Second item fully completed for Faker as well. He has the Seraph's Embrace all the way involved. Quid going after Doran here, going to allow the taunt to expire. River ready to join up. Yes, Doran is very tanky against magical damage, and he failed the flash over the wall. The Galio now with the hero's exit to get away to a nearby ally, but Quid tries to follow here with a Shuriken flip. He goes in for the perfect execution. He's trying to still find the kill. Doran dies, and Quid's got the fancy feet to guarantee it. Oh, no, wants to get away, but a flash 5-point strike hits all 5. Quid dies to the shockwave in retaliation, but it's a 2-for-1 for 100 Thieves, and one of the two is the enemy jungler. Ayla crashing down over the wall as Gumayushi forces his retreat. T1, they're a 3v4 on the map for now.
I cannot believe that Quid made that work.
100 Thieves on the approach. T1's already got it down to 40% HP. Doran keeping Quid away off to the right side pincer as the Infernal Drake is secured by Owner and T1. 100 Thieves not there in time.
Yeah, River really wanted to finish a second item, so he does do that, but then you're allowing them the free soul point, and now they're going to engage.
Yeah, now it's a ton of damage back onto River. The shield cannot protect him in time. Quid wants threat onto Gumayushi, but he doesn't have enough. Pop Blossom's not going to stop him. Ayla into the middle of everybody here with the Magnet Storm. Keria might just die to Quid, but FBI's already been executed by Owner. Ayla's next to fall, double kill over to Gumayushi. Keria dies, but it's so many dead on 100 Thieves in trade. Only Quid and Dokla are still alive as Quid tries to escape into the enemy jungle. Owner's got an eye on him here with the sweeper. Quid still trying to get out, but Faker's shockwave will seal his fate. T1 with a 4-for-1.
For simply approaching the dragon, T1 find 4 kills. 100 Thieves positioning. They did not respect the possibility of T1's collapse. They lose so many members. They lose the dragon. They lose the Arakan, and this game is quickly slipping away.
He only kills the support, and T1 just fights forward through the rest of the team.
Faker in an awkward position here.
Yep, tagged by the first Electro Harpoon. Exhausted now as he tries to fight back. Owner swooping in to protect his mid laner. Meanwhile, FBI's in danger. Killer Instinct defensively. Faker burning down. Dokla burning down. A little bit more damage from Flamesplitter. Isn't going to get it done. Faker finds the first kill back into Dokla. Gumayushi under pressure. He tries to sidestep away. A massive outplay from Gumayushi defensively with the feathers to buy a little bit more time. But he is shut down by River. It's still 3-for-1, favoring T1 as Quid and River are trying to get away. And Doran pushes the tier 2 mid.
That pick onto Faker could have opened up a Baron, but he is just so tanky. Dokla didn't have the damage to get through the shielding from Doran, the HP from Faker's build, and while Quid set his sights on the AD carry, Guma was far too resilient. Keria was providing enough support. and 2 towers will fall off the back of that.
Dokla looking for it. He has no equalizer to try to stop this, but they don't need it just yet. Here comes Ayla. He's locked him up with a Magnet Storm. Faker trying to get away. He's very low on HP, but Rivers on the approach. Faker and Owner both getting away over the wall. Quid on the chase. He finds the shutdown onto Faker, and now he's got to try to get himself out of it. But he's not going to find the kill under Quid here just yet. Owner's going to be burned down. Shutdown credit over to River. It's 2 kills for 100 Thieves.
What a fight there from 100 Thieves. They force it. They find the angle. Quid is back to base, but he has no TP. River is low. Owner is dead. They can't start the Baron, though, because the rest of the T1 members are very strong, and the health bars are too low for River and Quid.
The problem for 100 Thieves this game is that while they find kills, they cannot convert it into any objectives as Doran.
This one could be important, but the flash of the wall keeps Doran safe for now. 100 Thieves yet again looking for any chance they can.
All 3 outer towers are still alive for T1. 100 Thieves know that they have the numbers advantage.
Keria has been spotted out. Important to note, T1 also ahead, 29 flower petals as Owner goes in for the Cataclysm. They're ready to back it up with Faker and Gumayushi. It's 2 kills for free, 1 for each of the T1 carries. And now with the top laner and jungler down on the 100 Thieves side, T1 are feeling emboldened. Doran just distracting everybody here in the mid lane as the rest of T1 begins the Baron.
Attempt at a random steal, but not going to be there as T1 will claim the Infernal Soul back-to-back games.
There's no Comet Spear this time. The 4,500 gold lead.
13 kills to 12. 100 Thieves have fought valiantly, but now they have to keep their base alive as T1 set the siege. This bot lane, though, they're not much of a minion wave to work with for now. Doran is going to escort a wave in the middle lane, but that's going to be caught by Quid. The wave clear isn't the strongest from 100 Thieves.
Yeah, I mean, they have basically no wave clear to speak of at all. River's trying to see, is there an angle? Will Doran overextend? But he doesn't need to. He knows it's just a matter of time before the T1 members on that bottom side are able to push in here. Keria is there.
All right, first inhibitor turret already down. Into the back line goes River, but into the front line goes Keria. Pop Blossom, FBI's already down, and Ayla's gonna follow. River dies to the back line of T1. It's 4 dead already, and with only Quid alive, T1 is ready to end this game. The Shockwave will not find the Akali. Quid will waste as much time as he can, but it will not matter. 100 Thieves left it all on the Rift in their final series of League of Legends, but the winningest team in the history of the game will not be stopped here. T1, move on!
Clutch moments, these team fights that T1 knows to play around so well, but again, Emily, the solutions they have to come up with tomorrow, they're not going to have a lot of time to do it.
Yeah, I mean,